episode of Mamba Unfiltered. Today, I am opening up Pandora's box. Sensibilities will be offended. I can see pearls being clutched in my mind's eye right now, but it is what it is. And what it is necessary. This episode is necessary. It is essential. So prepare yourself. Spark one up or pour one up. And if you're like me, do both. And go on ahead and jump down this rabbit hole with me. Let's get to it. I'm sorry, this is so impromptu of me, and I know it's not as I usually come in, but my spirit has been under attack, constant attack. I keep getting hit, you know what I mean, from different directions. It's hard to catch your breath. You just be like, please, just let me tap out for a second. Can I take a water break? Hey, coach, let me get a breather, please. But that's not how war works, is it? You don't get to tap out and tag a friend in to take your place. You don't get to quit. You don't get to stop. War is constant and never ending. Never ending. So you have to stay ready so you never have to get ready. You have to be prepared for battle at all times throughout the day. As soon as you wake up, your spirit is under attack. As soon as you wake up. You have to think about what you're thinking about. You got to manifest your day, speak life over yourself, how you want your day to go, what kind of interactions you want to have today, what mood you want to be in today before your feet hit that floor, because that's just how serious this shit is. Here lately, I've been pouring into a lot of motherfuckers who don't deserve it. And that's on me. That's on me. But once again, I give myself grace and mercy because I see that shit. I recognize that shit. And now I'm forced to deal with it, to confront it, to leave the shit alone and move the fuck on. Nobody wants to talk about that. How at the end of the day, everything is on you. On you. The 10 toes you standing down on. Once we become aware of that fact, you'll be forced to move your motherfucking feet if you seriously invested in changing your life. Otherwise, I ain't trying to hear shit you gotta say. When you willingly choosing the situations that you find yourself in, when you call my phone to complain, when you hit my DM to vent, you're not listening. You don't want to. That's the barrier you have to get between. I've been trying my best to support people, to build people up whilst building myself up. Believe me, I'm putting myself to the side again for nobody. This is concurrent. This is simultaneously the mission that I'm on, the mission for myself and my mission for the world. But what can I do? What can I do when you giving free game, when you dropping gems and people refuse to pick them up and run with it? What can I do? It's been so heavy on my heart. It's so easy for other people to just say, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you and them bitches that you came with. Fuck you, and 3 other motherfuckers that look like you. Fuck you. Fuck y'all. It's so easy to just throw your hands up and just say, fuck it. Y'all don't know how close I am sometimes to just throwing my hands up and just saying, fuck it to a lot of people. I'm so thankful for my mother pouring into me the other day. Lord Jesus, I needed it. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my mother that I have. She really poured into me yesterday. I was down low, trying to go into war with an escape hatch, trying to collect as many people as you can to safety. And then you have the ones that's closest to you. What can I do when I've done everything that I can do? What can I do? People love to say that they ain't got no issues cutting people off. Everybody know the cutoff game. Everybody know Mamba cutoff game to be one of the strongest, because I can treat you like I never knew you. I'm working on that. I ain't got to be that hardened, but sometimes it's necessary to get people to understand that when they've fumbled you, that they're not getting another opportunity to do it again. You don't get the ball no more. You got butterfingers. You're not dependable. I don't see no security in giving you the ball to run with. So no, we not running the ball with you. You don't get to come back after you fumble me. That's just that. But what nobody likes to talk about is when you cut something off, that shit hurts. It's painful. You're faced with the idea of something that you've gotten used to, that's been a part of you for so long, no longer there. That shit requires healing. You have to cauterize that wound. That shit hurts. But what our problem is, we cut off motherfuckers. We start healing. The scab starts, you know what I'm saying? New skin starts to form. Just when you find yourself moving forward, you start picking with that shit. It itches. It gets your attention. It's ugly. Ugh. If I can just pull it off, I can feel better. And anybody that's a picker knows what I mean. I was a picker. I'm still am in a sense, but I've calmed down a lot. It's so hard for me not to pick at my skin, to pick at scabs. I get relief when it comes off, and then I get the pain again. And that's what I mean. I feel the guilt of pulling it off. Why the fuck did I do that? Damn. I know that a scab is to protect the new skin that's forming underneath, but it's a process that you have to trust and leave the fuck alone in order for you not to scar and for new fresh skin to form. But no, what do a bitch do? She picks, she bleeds again. She puts herself right back at the beginning of her fucking healing. I ain't doing that shit no more, you hear me? When you cut shit out of your life, you have to let that shit heal. It's gonna itch, it's gonna burn, it's gonna hurt. Of course it's gonna hurt. Healing is hurting. You have to let some shit die in order for new shit to grow in your life. You can't reopen wounds and then expect healing. It's just not going to happen. You're hurting yourself. Choices. You keep hurting yourself. And that's what I had to realize, that, Mamba, you hurting yourself. Every fucking time you open up a scab and pick at it, you're not doing nothing but hurting yourself. You're prolonging your growth. And if you continue, eventually the scab is just going to say, fuck it. It's not going to even try to grow no more because, hell, it can't. You fucked it up. New skin can't grow there. So now here you are with a scab that's turned into a scar forever there. That's where generational curses come from. That's the Pandora's box we gonna open up. We gonna talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about generational curses. Toxic family, toxic thought processes, toxic raising, toxic morals, toxic values, toxic ethics. The list goes on. We accept that shit as normal. That's just us. That's just how people are. And we accept that shit. We accept the toxicity in our life. We really do. But I'm looking to break it. Not for me and mine. Not for me and mine. And I'm trying to take anybody with me that want to come. I'm trying to free people. I need people to come with me. I need people to listen, but they don't want to listen. Even the people that's closest to me, the people that I love the most, don't even fucking listen. Eyes are wide open shut. They not willing to sacrifice the blood, the sweat, the tears, the sleepless nights, the purging. Any addict could tell you about withdrawal symptoms and how ugly and nasty that shit can be. That's what it looks like in real life, people, in real time. What purging looks like is painful. It hurts. But if you keep going back to people, places, and things that do not serve you at all, that's on you. You ain't got nobody to blame but yourself for the shit that you are in, your shitty ass situation that you call your friends up to complain about all the time, but you're not doing anything actively to change your situation other than just talk about it. Talk. That's all you do. Think. That's all you do. If you want to change your life, you can. But once you see what it looks like, what the work it takes, the work that goes in to growth, you shut down. You ain't ready for that work. You either built for it or you ain't. At the end of the day, that's just how I feel about it. And everybody ain't built the same. Everybody is not built the same. Survival of the fittest, that's all it come down to. But mentally, we are being destroyed. Some of us are not fit mentally. We go to the gym, we take gym pictures, showing off our beautiful cut bodies and how well we are in shape and how healthy we are. And look at me, look at me. I'm proud of me, this growth, this body that I'm working hard on. And hey, I'm sure there's a little vanity in that too, because of course, who doesn't like for somebody to see them and think that, hey, that person looks good. So, hey, that's all wonderful. What about mentally? What does your brain look like? What does your mind look like? What does your spirit look like? People who are in tune can see it. They don't have to cut somebody open and dissect in order to get to the root of their fitness mentally. Some of you are not mentally sound, mentally fit. You'll go train your muscles, but you won't go train your mind. It's atrophied. It can't even lift a finger to do nothing. You're choosing. Because if you can choose to put in all that hard work in the gym, imagine if you applied that same energy to getting your mind right. I don't even know why I'm talking. I feel like I'm saying things that people need to hear, but nobody wants to hear. And so they just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Say, yeah, that's what's up. That's dope. That's facts. Woo. Talking your shit. No, that's not what I'm here. I'm not here to talk shit. I'm not here to talk my shit. I'm here to get the fuck out of this mental hell that I've created, this world that I've created for myself, and I'm trying to help other people too. What would it be for me to see a way out and not try to help other people see their way out? What kind of human does that make me? What kind of human does it make me to take my thought processes on anything that I see is working in my own life and not share it with somebody else? Is that not how we grow together as a community, as a people? Each one teach one? Nah, niggas ain't trying to give no free game to nobody. Nah, I had to go out here and do it. They should be able to do it too type energy. You so faux. And that's why shit in your life ain't working. Because I could give a fuck how much money you got in your pockets. If you ain't mentally sound, your life is fucked up every goddamn day. Generational curses need to be purged out of our bloodstream, out of our minds, out of our bodies. And I'm going to go ahead and say what nobody wants to hear. That shit starts in the womb. It just don't start at home. It starts in the womb. You ain't ready for that though, is you? The mother, at the end of the day, whether a father is absent, that's not an excuse. They're not there. An absent father is not there. So how can they have any bearing on that child's life other than the emotional missing of a parent? That absent father ain't there, sis, but you is though. You is though. So it's on you to raise your children, manage their lives. You're molding personalities. It's the most important job in the world. But you bitches out here creating toxic ass little monsters because you're toxic as fuck yourself, and you passing that shit down in your DNA into your children and having little fuck babies that ain't about shit, that's growing up, and it ain't they fault. It's not these kids' fault that they have no emotional intelligence. It's they mama fault, point blank period. To hear how women catching women talk to their young sons, that shit is gross as fuck. You talking to a young boy that's gonna be a man one day. And here it is with your womanly, motherly ass cussing this young king clean the fuck out. Treating them like you talk to these dudes in the street. That's how y'all talk to y'all sons. And then you wonder why they grow up and then want to treat my daughter like shit. Ain't about shit. Your young girls, they see your motion. They see everything you do. You're their first model. I ain't gonna call it a role model. You're their first model. But the role you playing ain't about shit. And then you wonder why young fifth graders is getting caught on the internet sucking and fucking in movie theaters. And that shit, nobody wants to talk about. That's the generational curse starting right there. That little girl is going to be a mother one day. And now here she is, 12 years old, have to deal with the reputation that's coming behind that. It's going to do one or two things. She either going to persevere or she going to perish, because she's now a pariah, a social pariah. People are going to be talking about her for forever. The children that she grew up with, that's all they going to remember about her, no matter how she changed her life. If she changed her life, that's all they going to remember, because ain't nobody pouring into her, helping her, healing her. But why is she in there doing that thing anyway? Why was she there? Y'all don't want to have that conversation, do you? Those seeds that you plant in your children's life, the morals you're teaching them, the values you're teaching them, the ethics you're teaching them, the life skills you're teaching them, from everything from personal hygiene, proper personal hygiene, to how to get a job, how to drive a car. You are a fucking manager of life. If I have to remind my children that they have to put on deodorant and brush their teeth every day, do you think they're prepared to have a baby? How are they going to parent when they're in the process of being parented? Come on now. What y'all know? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? And why the fuck is you doing it? Why? You don't have to. You're choosing to. Anything anybody out there is doing, you can go do it too. But it take blood, tears, sweat, fucking sacrifice. You got to be ready to put in that work. Or just be fucking lazy-minded. But that ain't nobody's fault. Don't get mad at nobody who wants to enable your lifestyle choices. Because you out here choosing to stay with an abusive ass motherfucker. Because you out here choosing to not work and steal motherfuckers' cars and break into motherfuckers' houses. You choosing. There is a way out and you're choosing. So fuck you and your fucked up choices. I'm done. I'm done with people who are willingly choosing. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I ain't got no more energy to pour into you. You're wasteful. You're a fucking waste. I'm pouring into a cup with a fucking hole in it. It's a waste of my time and energy focusing anything on somebody who ain't trying to do shit about nothing going on in their life. But as far as the rest of you toxic ass mothers out there, those seeds you planting, all those toxic ass seeds you planting, that's gonna come to fruition. Eventually, it's gonna come to fruition. And you wonder when your children start straying and growing in different fucking directions, every way but up, while they're wilting and dying and they can't bloom, but you see they just nothing but weeds around them. You created that. Unless your child has behavioral and mental health issues, you responsible for that too. If you haven't got them the proper help and therapies that they need, it's not enough to just say a child is just bad. Oh, he just bad. That's the life you speaking over your child when you say shit. When you're yanking them on their arm to go in the fucking grocery store talking about bring your little ass on. And then you wonder why they crying because you done yanked so damn hard on their arm and probably felt like it was going to dislocate. And then you telling them to shut their ass up before you whoop their ass. That's how you talk to them young people, those young minds. That's how you're talking to those young minds. That's what you're feeding that baby, their spirit. That's what you're feeding. You're toxic. You are toxic. You are the problem. You are the reason your children are acting the way that they are, behaving the way that they are, believing the things that they do. Because what choices do they have? They can't do nothing but sit there and take it. They can't go strike off on their own. They don't have the resources. And then there's no love in the community for these children. And then they come against kids like mine. And what does darkness do? Try to snuff out the light every time. It's a fucking struggle trying to keep my three queens mentally fucking sound, emotionally fucking sound, This shit is starting already in elementary school. The shit that I have to deal with my kids. My fifth grader telling me about group chats in the class, the drama in the class, inappropriate pictures being sent in the class, in the group chat. And then people look at me like I'm crazy because they don't have cell phones. Won't be getting a cell phone until they 15, and not even then if I don't find it appropriate for their age and their mentality. Ask my oldest. She'll be 24 this year. She didn't get a smartphone until she was 15. She had one of them Obama phones and fucking numerical text phones. You just need to communicate. That's what a phone is for. That other shit you want to have access to, I mean, I can control where you get it anywhere else outside of me, but over here, you won't have access to it over here. Parental controls, downtime, all that shit, been on that shit. I ain't playing no games. I know that life is moving to the virtual realm. With AI and mixed reality, pretty soon, this world gonna look fucking different, and y'all are not preparing your children for that world. What the world is gonna look like for them. You're only concerned with what's going on with you and in your world right now, when you're supposed to be managing lives that you created and preparing them for their world, the world after you when you're no longer here. Are your children gonna be able to survive without you if you died today? Are they going to have the mental fortitude, the strength, the resilience, the endurance to survive in this world without you if you was to die today? Ask yourself that. What is your fucking purpose as a mother, sis? What is your purpose? I don't know. I don't know if anybody is listening to me. I so desperately want people to wake up. Wake up. I see it. I see it. I see it so clearly. It makes me feel so bad if I can't even get the people around me in my nearest circle to fucking break their toxic ass fucking thought processes. And they are the closest ones to me. I just want them to wake up. I want them to do better. I see the potential, the gifts, the talents, the beauty of their spirits and souls, but they don't. And it was a big part of a conversation that I had with my mother the other day. And she just had to steer me back on course, as she usually does. She's my great navigator. She always balances me back out when I choose to tap into her wisdom and advice that is so there, readily available for me. I am so blessed to have the mother that I have. Y'all just don't know. She is a real queen, and I'm so thankful for what she's planted in me that has grown to fruition so that I can pass all this awesomeness down the line to my girls, to my 3 girls. She tell me, what can I do when I've done everything that I can do? That there's nothing left to do but to pray, intercede on others' behalf. Just simply ask the universe, speak life over those who aren't living, who are dead inside, bring them back to life, speak life into them. And that's just what I've decided to do. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to cut the cord, pull the plug off the siphoning of my energy, and I'm going to redirect that energy into myself, into my children, and into people who are willing and ready to change their lives. And that's just how I have to look at it from here on out. I can't do nothing about nobody who is choosing their lifestyle, their situations, their attitudes, their belief systems, their thought processes. Nothing about them is not in my control to change. And I'm not trying to change anybody on a fundamental level. I'm just trying to be an enzyme. I'm trying to be an activator. I'm just trying to be the spark that ignites that flame inside of them so that they can move forward into their purpose, into their life. That's all. That's my mission. That's my work. And that's just what I'm going to keep doing. I am so thankful, so very thankful for the connections that I've been making in the virtual realm. I got real supporters out there who do not know me from a can of paint, but find value in my content, find value in me as a human being, and is willing to pour their gifts and talents into me and help me succeed and reach the level that I'm trying to reach. Not even trying to reach the level that I am going to reach, man, I can't wait to take these people with me on this ride. I promise. They have been riding my wave and they ain't fell off. They have not fell off. I mean, I'm getting more love in the virtual realm than I am in the physical realm. But I'm so thankful to even be done with that, to not even have to worry about my friends and my family and those that know me that's not supporting me, my content, not sharing my shit, not reviewing my shit, but it's all good. It's all good because, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than them. I mean, the universe is going to steer me in the direction that I need to go. I trust and I believe that. The ears that need to hear me will hear me, they will appreciate me, and they'll continue to support what I'm doing. And as long as I know that what I'm doing is making a difference, then I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to keep giving y'all quality content on subjects y'all motherfuckers don't want to talk about. So with that said, I'm going to cut it off here. I done opened Pandora's box now, and I'm cool with that. I'm ready for what comes out. Let's heal, let's grow together. That's what I'm here for. Ooh, that was a doozy, wasn't it? I slick want to apologize for my vocabulary, but I won't. It was coming from a pure place of frustration and passion, and I refuse to apologize for keeping it raw and unfiltered. It is what I feel the world needs much, much more of. Spiritual warfare, energy vampires, awareness, accountability, choices. Generational curses, toxic parenting, planting seeds, growth, healing. If after tapping into this episode, you feel away, I'm gonna need you to dig deep and question why that may be. These things, all of this is the Pandora's box I opened. I needed to expose the toxicity that is keeping us from our individual purposes. It is an ugly process, which makes it hard to swallow. But you know what? I'm gonna need you to eat that shit up and get to the business of healing. If these topics and this delivery left you feeling any way other than positive and motivated, you might want to dig deep into your psyche and ask yourself once again why that may be. You see, the purpose of my platform is to elevate and motivate. So if I have accomplished that today, please connect with me in the virtual world. Let us engage. Let us talk about it. Let us heal and grow together. Follow me and be sure to share the podcast on all of your social media platforms. Tell a friend, tell your family, tell them you have found the destination for authenticity. You have everything you need to do just that below. Be sure to follow my Linktree and become a subscriber so that you never miss out on when new content is being dropped. I appreciate all of you who are tuning in. Thank you so much. The support and the connections that are being received has been amazing. I got big things coming down the line, and I am so very blessed and beyond excited. Keep your eyes on me. Until next time, beautiful people, be good, be safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to drink your water. Water is life. Peace.